going to be teaching you how to clean a bunny cage. A little bit of history: my husband and I own 3 bunnies and we've been caring for them for about a year now. It's really important to make sure that their cages stay clean so that way they can be happy and healthy. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have everything that you need to clean out the bunny cage. I like to use a little scooper so that way you don't have to touch any of the poop or anything that's in their cage. I have an extra little plastic bag in case I need to wrap up my hand to grab anything. I use a deodorizing spray in their litter boxes so that way, it just keeps the smell down, and it's non-scented so that way it doesn't irritate them. I get a big old bag to put any of the extra litter in. Paper towels are always handy just in case you need to wipe something up. And then obviously you need the bunny in the cage, all of their little accessories and bedding and their food and all that. So the first thing you want to do when actually cleaning the cage is make sure that you have a safe place for them to hang out while you're cleaning their cage out. So I have a playpen set up on the back porch, and we just have it out there so that way, if they have an accident outside, then it's easy to clean up, and it's bigger than most anywhere else in our apartment. So that's nice. The next thing you're going to do is obviously open the cage, and then you're just going to stick your hand in, gently stroke the bunnies, so that way they know that you're not going to, be mean to them or anything. Just calm them down before you take them out of their cage. And then you're just going to reach in there, pick them up, pull them nice and close to you. Make sure you grab their feet, tuck them in close, so that way they know that they're not going to be dropped and that they're safe. And then take them to wherever your playpen is, and set them down gently outside. And then we have some toys out here for them to play with. There's like big blocks over in the other corner. And then, getting to cleaning the cage, the first thing you're going to do is take out the litter box. We have little clips on our litter box so that way the bunnies can't move their litter box or flip it over, because they will do that. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take that big old bag that I was talking about. You're going to just angle the litter box into the bag and then just shake until everything starts to come out. And if not everything comes out, then you can use that scoop to scoop everything else out of the litter box. And then what you would do after that is you just take this and then you just spray a nice even coat on the bottom of their litter box. So that way you can start deodorizing it, and then you're just going to leave it to sit up there for about 5 minutes. Alright, and then the next thing that I do is I remove their food bowl and any toys that I have in there. So that way I can remove their tray. So once you remove their tray, then you're just going to scrape anything that's in the tray to one corner. And then once you've done that, it's the same thing as with the litter box. You're just going to put that corner into the bag and gently shake until everything falls out. And then replace the tray. If your tray isn't removable, you can wrap your hand up in the plastic bag or use paper towels to, wipe everything out and pick it up and put it into the bag. Next, I'm going to replace the food bowl and their toys in there. So you want to make sure that their Timothy hay is full. It's really important that they have lots of Timothy hay because they have very sensitive digestive systems, so they have to have access to food at all times. And their food bowl is nice and full, and make sure that they have water. And then after this is sat for about 5 minutes, you're just going to take some paper towels. You're going to just wipe out the inside of it to make sure there's no moisture or anything else left in there. And then you're going to grab your big bag of bedding. We generally do about a handful and a half. So one nice big handful, put it in there. Make sure to spread it out nice and even. We do about 3/4 of an inch on the bottom there. The bunnies do like to lay in this as well, so it's nice to make sure that they have a little bit of extra bedding so that way they can be nice and comfortable. And so once there's a nice even coat, you just slide it back in. And then we re-clip it onto the edges so that way she can't kick it around or anything or tip it over. Alright, and then it is all set up for you to go get your bunny and put her back in there. So we're going to go back outside and pick her up. She's a little bit scared. You're just going to get down, do the same thing, stroke her a little bit. Pick her up by her tummy, pull her in nice and close, and take her inside. And then when you're putting her back in her cage, I like to set her down right outside of her cage because she'll generally run back in there herself. And just give them a little tap and then they'll run back inside their cage. And she's all excited that her litter box is all clean now, and that is how you clean a bunny cage.